Hello, everyone. Welcome to Let's Chat About It, where we have real conversations about things that matter and talk about what the society says is normal. Your host, Clarice. On today's episode, the third episode, I do have a melanin queen with us. Her name is Emily. And before I say anything else, I'll just let her introduce herself. Emily, tell me more
Hi.
about you.
Okay. Hi, Clarice. Thanks for hosting me on your show.
You're
I
welcome.
deeply appreciate.
Of
I'm
course.
called Emily Obi, and I'm a healthcare professional and a
Period.
plus size model and plus size stylist on the side.
Period.
And mostly, I can say I'm a couch potato at the same time, very adventurous. So yeah, I love like finding movies, reading, and yeah, that's about it. So honored to be on the show for today, and let's chat about it.
Let's chat about it, of course. On today's episode, we're going to be visiting the world of finance and as providers and as men. So, my question today is, should men be 100% providers or 50-50 is the new standard of 2025? Emily, what do you think?
Personally, I'll start by saying 50-50 is a big no to begin with. I grew up in a very traditional home where I saw my dad growing up like a sole provider. And mind you, not that my mom wasn't learning or she wasn't working, she was working. She was a chartered accountant to begin with. And she didn't take the responsibility or maybe say it out, okay, let's split the rents, let's split the bills in the house. But I mean, my dad carried her on, you know. He knew he was a man and the sole provider. He had to go with the rents, the bills, and she could support at the back. So for me, to begin with, 50-50, it's a no.
Is this same 50-50 or 100% provision, is it for both men in Cameroon and the men in diaspora, or maybe the ones in diaspora get a pass?
I would say it should be something all rounded, like globally. Because the pressure, to begin with, the pressure here in the diaspora is so much. And you will not expect the lady to step out of the house like you do, go work her ass, I'm sorry, get back home, cook for you, clean, put the kids to sleep, help them do their assignments, serve you when you get back home, and you expect her to pay same bills like you. Like, or you bring maybe 1,500 of part of the rent, and you expect her to bring same 1,500. It doesn't make sense. That's actually 80 or 90-10, because the other responsibilities too are part of the partnership or part of the marriage. So yeah.
And then I know we have this both in relationships and in marriages, and I'm just curious to know, is it too early to expect from a man to expect a man to provide inside of a relationship?
Let's have it. Let's have it.
I'm just gonna say something. you know, with the race we have men and women, but for the men, there are grown boys and adult men. So the adult men are gonna know that some part of them within has to take the sole responsibility of showing up as a man, because with or without this lady, you will see pay your bills, you see pay your electricity, you see pay your internet, whatever. And even if she was not there to assist you, you're gonna do it. So with the with the grown boys, they're gonna come and maybe all rant about, oh, bring your part of the rent, bring your part of the bills. And I don't think that's supposed to be done, because as a man from within, you have to liberate yourself, knowing that, okay, if I'm with this lady and I'm interested in her, I love her, she's part of me. So it's some sort of a partnership, not like you guys are going all half about stuff. No, that doesn't work for me that way. So both relationships and marriages, you have to operate same. So if you're getting before you start when you start dating and before getting to a marriage, you have to mentally prepare yourself from within to know that that's how it's going to be practically for the rest of your life. So,
Gentlemen, are you a grown boy or an adult man? Drop that comment down below. I'm curious though, on the very first date, can a man expect a woman to split the bill?
some men do. Some men are going to do that, but I think it's wrong. You caught interest in this lady. You asked her out. You asked her to come dress nice, look good, and you want to invite her out to have some good time with you. That's like company for you. So I don't think you should expect her. She's taking maybe about 3 to 4 hours trying to get her hair done, trying to look nice, do her makeup, her nails, and you don't expect her coming. Like, that's part of work. She put the work in, For men, you don't really take a lot of time to like prepare. You just throw on your clothes, look nice, spray some perfume, and you head out. But the ladies, we take a lot of time to look good. Just not just for the guys, but for ourselves. Firstly, for ourselves. So she takes the time. She comes to do that, and you don't expect her to split the bills. Especially for ladies, are quite interesting. Some ladies know how to hold up conversations, and you don't expect her coming all giggly, all fun, all bubbly, and she's splitting the bills with you. It doesn't make sense. No, don't do that. Shouldn't do that.
I've heard a couple of men say they take women out on dates, and then the women tend to want to overeat, overspend, or be irresponsible, and now it makes them upset. And at that point, they want to kind of split the bill or say, "All right, if you're going to act like this or give me this signal, I'm going to want to split the bill." Do you think there's a justification around that for them to do so?
Firstly, I'm gonna go two-sided on this part. Ladies, if a man is inviting you out, be ready to have your own provision for the meal you're about to take or the drinks. So that in case he disappoints you, you can foot your bills for yourself and leave. But you don't expect a man invite you on for a first day. It's just like morals. You should be cultured enough to just have morals, go out. It's the first time you're meeting this person. He's not your family member. He's not your dad. So you should at least have the mindset of, okay, I can take what I can provide for myself. You must not take something very extra. Yeah. So for the man, if he's trying to put up the idea of saying he's not going to pay the bills because you took something extra. Some men, I'm going to understand why, because some ladies can exaggerate, but sometimes too, an adult man too is going to just chest it up and he's going to pay the bills. But just know that maybe he's not going to return. He's not going to return for you. And I think ladies that do that too, maybe they do not find interest in a man, like from within. So they just want to do something to drive you away or to just hurt you and leave. Yeah.
And also, I also think when you kind of portray yourself in that way, you make the man to look at you also in a certain way.
Yes.
And that also can just make it go left. Even if he was to stick around, but he's sticking around maybe for the cookie or, and stuff. But out of curiosity, do you think the men of this generation are they more providers, or they're more trying to look for partners?
Most men in this generation, I'm gonna say something. Partnerships should also come like part of providing. Like 50-50 is not partnership for me. So the men in this generation are more of roommates. Yeah. You bring 1,500 for the rents, I bring 1,500, and that's not it. So I think with marriage and relationships, if a man is a provider, so the lady puts in 20%, he's there to fill it up. In case, or in sometimes, if he cannot bring up the 80%, the lady puts the 80% and he fills it up. For me, that's partnership. So you feed in for both people, like for each other. Yeah, that's about it. So yeah.
Then what if men decided that, okay, if you want me to be 100% provider and provide everything financially, I can do also anything to you.
Okay, so that's a hard one. And I will not also advise ladies to be in such relationships without having maybe handwork, without having like a job or something they are looking out to
Of their own.
like their own finances. Yeah. So even if a man is taking full blown responsibility that he wants to provide for you, just have something by their side so that the insults, even if people are out there trying to insult you, it should not be like a lot. At least they say, oh, that lady, she's maybe in quotes gold digger, but she has a business, she has a job, she has her career, she has a degree. It brings a lot of finesse to the gossip. I mean, that's yeah.
So ladies, have your own. Don't be hungry.
Do not, please.
Don't be hungry. I'm also curious, do you think somebody who is constantly wanting his spouse or his partner to split is broke?
Yes. Yes. Yes, because that is it with broke men. They always think if they're trying to a lady is trying to take off them is because the lady is trying to finish the money. A rich man, you'll not hear Elon Musk somewhere is trying to say, oh, this lady is leeching off me or she'll finish my money. And no, it's a broke man who always asks for 50-50 because you don't have money. So you have to like build yourself, build your career, show your best, show up for yourself. I mean, most ladies are going to encourage you to the best version of yourself. And from there, you're not going to have any worries. Like, oh, maybe she's leeching off me. She's trying to take my money. That will be the least of your worries. A man who really loves a woman, from within, the provision comes. He wants to take care of her. He wants to appreciate her. He doesn't want her to stress. So for me, that's it. Yeah.
Do you think another reason why maybe men are trying to back up from the whole idea of provision is because a lot of women are proving to men that they are independent women?
That is all under feminism. Yeah, I think so too. Because, I mean, ladies, especially African ladies, we grew up where our parents were, our dads were providing. Yeah, it's true. We should have our rights. We should have the right to work. We should have the right to speak up. But you should be in your soft girl or your lazy-like era, your feminine era. If a man is trying to toughen up and show that he can take care of you, provide for you, let him do that. He's not you'll not be less of a lady if he does that for you. Just be in the feminine era. Men from the onset, from the days of old, from the Bible, a man's ribcage was removed. A man's ribcage was removed to create a lady. So that's already showing that the man is the head of the house. So lay in your feminine era. It doesn't mean you have to be lazy. Don't be lazy, ladies. Don't be lazy. But just let the man do what he has to do for you. Why you also put in the work for yourself? I mean, some extra cash by the side to take yourself shopping, take yourself to nice vacations. It won't hurt you, but just let the man do what he needs to do. Don't overboss up because you'll be like, men do not like, they have ego. They do not like women who compete with them, like women who show to be too tough towards them. So, yeah.
And then I know people make comments that we are both in the diaspora. They make those comments that we are both in the diaspora. We all came here to hustle. We came here to make money, and we have responsibilities back home and over here. Just like you, it's not like back home where you're not like an immigrant to any place, and your sole interest is your family. Do you think that is an excuse that men do or people do in order to want to split things 50-50?
I'm just going to take an example with the American or the environment where we are right now. Unlike the European environment, a woman can have up to 2 years after childbirth for her leave, her maternal leave. But yeah, I think it's quite short. Okay, imagine she just gave birth to your beautiful boy, beautiful girl. And 3 months or maybe 6 months in, she has to get back up, go to work. She needs to go to work, get back home, look after the baby, feed the baby, clean the house, provide your food for you. And you just went to work and you get back home and you want food. You're hungry. You maybe you need like some needs back. at night, on the bed, she needs to still be there for you. So making make sense to me. I mean, be it in the diaspora or here, men should be providers. Be it back home or here, I'm sorry, men should be providers. They should be, be the man, especially when the lady has that burden already. I shouldn't say burden, or maybe that the workload or the charge of bearing a child for you, cooking and all of that. At least make something that is gonna like uplift, like it's gonna be at ease for her. She's not gonna feel the pressure, because those are the kind of stuff that lead most women to depression after childbirth. So I think it should work either ways. Back home, here in the diaspora, for me, 50-50 is a no. Because that's most like 90-10. She does like 90 and you're doing 10 just by bringing the bills. And she brings the bills, feeds the baby, looks after the baby, looks after you, satisfies your needs, cleans the house, and you maybe just take the trash out and you go to work. No, that's not fair. No.
Guys, what do you think? I'm also very curious. I know inside of marriage, we might really look at this thing and say, okay, men need to be really providers, 100% providers. But in relationships, should women expect this 100% provision too as well? Because, he's not married to you. You guys are just trying to date. You're not even sure that even if he was to invest anything in here, he's investing, because you guys are going to be married. So, or you might leave him and stuff. So there's not also assurance from his side, but more maybe from your own side, you know what you want to do with this relationship. So what do you think in terms of like, just in a relationship, should men be 100% providers?
I think this will also depend on the longevity of the relationship. Like, you shouldn't expect that in a relationship where you guys have been just 6 months in. Because I think, although some people say 6 months is enough time to know your partner, I think that will also depend on the level of intimacy, on how close you guys are. If you've lived in the same environment for 6 months, I think that could be enough time. But if you're apart, if you're in a distance relationship, that's no time enough. So eventually, if you see like traits in this man, you're 6 months down the line, 1 year down the line, 2 years down the line, and you see, maybe he brings up like random stuff when you guys want to go for a date. Can you just chip in? Can you do this? Can you do that? And that should be a sign already for the lady that he's not a provider. That's for ladies who see that they have provider instincts in them, like they want someone to provide for them. But for ladies who find no problem with that, you can still go on, get married to him if that's fine with you. But personally, no, I'm not gonna go through with that. If I see such,
So cute.
learn it. All right.
I'm curious because this idea, because I know this thing of 100% provider is something that even our sisters back home have. That is our culture.
Yeah,
we view our men to be 100% providers. So maybe if you were dating a man back home and he is in America or in the diaspora, and for some reason, because maybe dollars is more than CFA, he was 100% providing for the relationship. And then when he came and got married to you in Cameroon, and then you came here, he now changes to wanting that 50-50. Do you think that might also be the reason why some of these marriages don't work?
Yes. Yeah, I think so. Because, it means your love has shifted with the currency. Your love shifted with the currency. It's not supposed to be that way. Nah. No. So that already should say a lot about the man. Yeah, that should say a lot about the man. Although he was a provider, it means maybe some part of him didn't really do it out of the abundance of his heart. He was just maybe forced to do it, or maybe pressure from his friends. He saw his friends do it for the ladies, because your friends too could be good influence, not only bad influence. So maybe he didn't have that instinct from within. So if there's that switch, then yeah, that should be should maybe cause, like, it's going to be the cause of maybe the marriage breaking up or the relationship breaking up. Because the lady will be like, okay, I'm not used to this. This is not what you showed me from the onset. So where is all of this coming from? So,
Yeah. And then let me now maybe direct now a bit more towards marriage. Do you think when a woman makes more in the marriage, like let me say double more than the man, should the man still be expected to be 100% providing when the woman, like, be a provider, like, when the woman makes way more than him?
I'm not married yet, but if I am in that situation, I think with marriages, you should have from the beginning, there should be this little bank account joint,
Mm-hmm.
The lady, yeah. If you make 100K a year, your husband does maybe like 40K a year, it should be like monthly, just chip in what you can chip in into this account. Like if I can, the lady, I make 100K a year, I can chip in like monthly 2K and the guy chips in like 800. That's okay. I mean, like I said, marriage is a partnership. And that money is going to help us in the long run because I got you back as a lady and I want to see the good for you. So especially if it's in the joint account, I mean, nothing is a risk here. I mean, it's for both of us, isn't it? So yeah, so that's just going to depend. Like, but now if people do not believe in joint accounts, and that's where the bossy form of some ladies is going to pop up, like, okay, I make more than you shouldn't talk to me and so on. I think it's also very subjective on the individual, on the lady, if she's understanding or if she's like quite supportive of you. She's not going to, I mean, many people are not even going to know that that's what's going on. Yeah. So, but like there should be that little bank account, little contributions from both ends, at least to show some level of support. Yeah.
Can the man still, I know our men are respected like kings back home because they're 100% providers.
Yes.
And the men that maybe some of the men that are in diaspora who are going hard on 50-50%. Do you think it's fair for them to be expecting to be looked at that king or head of the house, but yet they are trying to split 50-50%?
No, you're a prince. You're no king. No, you're no king. You shouldn't be expecting all the respect, all the submission, all the honor when you're trying to force me to be like you. So if you're trying to be a king, then I'm a queen. In short, I'm a king too. I'm not a queen. Nah. So you're a prince, I'm a princess, period. Yeah. So you don't expect all the worship and adoration and all the submission when you were trying to force me, especially when
let's not forget our culture.
No.
Because where we come from, men are
sole providers.
Just out of curiosity, when they say 50-50, is 50-50 just finances only? Does it entail emotional? Does it emotional the emotional labor? Does it entail parenting? Does it entail children? Like when you say 50-50, is it just about the finances? Because I know maybe the man can be doing, I guess, maybe 50-50 with finances and some other things. And then you on your own end, you're doing the nurturing, the caring from the whole. So what do you think when somebody says 50-50 to you? Is it finance only or?
In the diaspora, 50-50 most times is finances. It's financially. Yeah, because I mean, we'll get back to the bills. A man will be trying to pay the bills and want you to pace him. And they forget the emotional part, the psychological part, the mental part. I mean, relationships and marriages take a lot. Like you have to pour in a lot in to make it work. Not just about the finances, but unfortunately, the 50-50 is mostly based on finances, which is not supposed to be that way. Because if you want to do that, it means the lady, I'll still say this, is putting a lot of work more than you. If you're trying to, because you're bringing the 50% finances, but she does like 50%. Let's say maybe 50% of all the cooking and cleaning is for the home, for the babies, for the whatever. and she's still gonna bring 50% of the bills? No. Mm-mm.
And you like, just curious. So the 50-50%, is it equality or it's laziness?
It's laziness.
Name your full chest.
I'm so my full chest. Laziness. 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 You're just, I mean, I'm sorry to say, but you're just showing up your broke tendencies now.
But what if the man is not broke, but he just like,
Then he's weak. It's wickedness. It's not even laziness. Yeah, you're wicked. You're a wicked person.
like he's not
I'm
broke,
sorry.
he has the money, he can provide, he knows he can provide 100%, but because he likes the system here, system here of things being
Then he doesn't
split
like the
financially.
lady. He doesn't like you. Because I swear that most men who really properly care about you, like you, do not want to see you stress for nothing. Nothing. So
And if the woman tends to split the bill with the husband, do you think she's going to get into her masculine energy?
of course, yes. Of course, you have no right to tell most women like that shit. You have no right. She needs to go for a girls' night. She's gonna go. Oh, babe, I'll be right back. She's not gonna ask you like, oh, I'm going out for a girls' night. Can I go on? Meanwhile, when a man is a sole provider, that comes naturally. She's just, oh, I need to have a girls' night with my girls. Like 4 p.m. today. Is it okay if I go? And there, the man, as the man, of course, babe, you can go. You have fun. Just be careful. Take your time and so on. But if she's splitting bills with you, like paying same thing, she's not gonna ask you. She's running off. I'll be right back, and that's it. Most women do that. Just take note. Yeah.
And I'm curious. So I know we've been talking about the financial aspect a lot, because most of the time, like you mentioned, when you say 50-50 in America, it means financially.
Yeah.
So do you think that if a man loses his job for a whole year, will his wife still respect him?
Yeah. So that should also be on how much the lady is into her man. Yeah. Mom, I'm sorry, but let me take an example from my parents. So I didn't know this till I was grown up. My dad is a businessman, and some time ago, like when we're trying to, like primary school, I was in primary school or so. So he had a really bad crash in his business, like for a whole year. And like I mentioned, my mom was a chartered accountant. She covered the house for that whole year. We had no idea. We still thought, oh, is that is buying our books? Or is that is giving our food to go to school? Or is that paying our fees? But she did that. She did it like with her full chest. And we never noticed because she lost my dad. She didn't want to put it out there. And many people didn't know my dad was going through that. So that will also be subjective. If the woman is into you, she's going to cover up. And no one is going to know. And that's if you too, as a man, putting her in that comfort, in like you've kept her in that comfortable space that she can trust you. You've given her peace. You've given her assurance that even if I'm good or not today, I still have your back. I'll still be with you. I'll still care for you. So if she doesn't have that peace, like if she didn't have that peace previously, I don't think she's going to run through with that. But if she had that assurance, that peace, that idea in her mind that my man, he's always there for me, shows up for me, then she's going to do it no concerns, no problems, no questions. She's going to do it. Yeah.
Do you think that if a man is not able to provide 100%, he should not propose?
That's funny. No. No. I mean, like I said,
because I know some people actually have this issue where they tend to postpone and keep postponing,
yeah,
because they feel like they're not ready
enough.
Yeah, they're not ready yet
Yeah.
for to provide the way they're supposed to. But some other people say no. You
Yeah.
know, if you have whatever you have, you can go ahead and you guys can work together.
Work together.
But if we're saying that we want men to be 100% providers, then do we mean that if a man is not even 100% able to provide, then He should not even be proposing
No,
to a
he should
woman.
propose. He should propose, because if you see a man who has good intentions for you, even with the least he makes, he still tries to please you or make you happy in such in a little way. So I have this experience with a friend that back then in the university, she had a boyfriend. He was not really good like other guys, but he was good looking. He didn't really have a lot. So most times when he has maybe his little 10K, do you know what? He's going to take 6,000 friends, give the girlfriend, and stay with 4,000. That's a man that has potential. That's a man that loves you. That's a man that has good intentions towards you. And even if that person doesn't have a lot now, eventually, if you get into maybe a marriage or relationship, like really committed relationship with him, you know that, okay, my man, fekwa, he's going to at least show up for me in a little way. So those kind of people have potential. So he could have the right to propose to you. And if you, the lady, are interested in that, little actions like that move me, If you're interested in that, then why not? I mean, take the ring, even if it's a plastic ring. Yeah.
I'm curious because if we're asking for the cultural men or our traditional men, knowing that our men or our forefathers, when they were solely providers, a woman could not speak in their presence.
Oh.
A woman could not really be opinionated in their presence. Do you think that if all men were to decide to say, oh, we're going to do the traditional thing, but women should also get back to be traditional, like our mothers, where they could not question our fathers. Our fathers they made sole decisions of the home and stuff. So what do you think?
No, we shouldn't get back to that era. We shouldn't get back to that era. Like, what do you mean? I want to do something for myself. I want to maybe further my education, and I know it's going to benefit me. That I come and tell you about it, and you tell me to shut up and go back to the kitchen now. We shouldn't go back to that era. So if it's like that, please take your 50. I'll be great. Leave me my 50. I'll help myself. No, yeah. We shouldn't go back to that era.
That's very funny.
Yeah.
And out of this thing of 50-50, if we were to really ask the question of who really benefits from 50-50, is it men or women?
Men.
Really.
Men.
Any reason why you think it's men who benefit more from 50-50?
Yeah, because they're trying to run away from being sole providers. And they're looking for somewhere to chest their responsibilities. So, I mean, if he's trying to split the bills with you at home, it's benefiting him. You as a lady, already, I mean, most ladies love comfort. She's already taking off for some money from her paycheck to support you, and maybe she's drained by her schoolwork, drained by her job, drained by her baby, drained by stuff going on around the house. Imagine maybe if the man is a cheat, drained by So I think benefits the man most times, the 50-50 stuff. Yeah.
And is a man's worth tied to his wallet? Do you think his what is, or that is that just something from back home that we have? Is that a mentality that needs to be changed, or that should be a mentality that men need to have?
No, men shouldn't have that. No, that's a man's worth is not tied to his wallet. Like me, my preference, if a man is not smart, if you're not outspoken, the money can come like third in line. I mean, every lady loves good things. But if you're not smart, if you're not outspoken, if you're not literate, don't come my way. So for me, your worth is not tied to your wallet, but I mean, I love good things. So yeah.
Do modern women actually want providers or lifestyle?
Both. Both. I think modern women need both. They need someone that maybe, I mean, you provide the lifestyle she wants, you provide for the lifestyle she wants. I mean, even if she likes maybe hanging out there, or maybe she knows she has planned a girls trip maybe for about 5,000 or 3,000. If you chip in maybe a little 500, go for your nails, your hair. That's gonna you give her a little joy, butterflies in her belly. I mean, she's gonna like that. At least you try. It's not like she's asking for the money for the whole trip from you, but you try to at least show up for her. I think most ladies appreciate that. Yeah.
What if a man decides to provide 100% and tells the woman to not work and just stay at home and just take care of kids and, just be at home and not worry about stuff that are financial, like worry about anything
Are you
financial?
putting me on the? Is he gonna put me on the salary? So
I mean, if he wants.
I mean, I'm gonna stay home. I'll be at home right there at home. No, but yeah, I think so far, having something to back yourself up, even if it's not like work, like you physically going to work. If you have maybe your degree, your master's, your education, that's something that no one is ever going to take from you. It's yours. So that fekwa in the long run, if something happens, you can have something to fall back to. If the man maybe is deceased, in quotes, if he leaves you, if he needs a second wife and you're not for polygamy, you have something to go back to look after. So yeah, I think it's neutral for me. Yeah.
Would you, if a man is, in fact, would you advise a woman to marry a man who insists that they have to do 50-50?
Run. I don't advise you. If a man tells you that,
But I mean, he's expecting the traditional wife role of a woman,
and he wants you to do 50-50.
but he insists that it has to be 50-50.
No.
So he can expect the traditional role when he's doing the 100% provision.
If you're providing for me 100%, I'm not having any headaches. I'm waking up with mimosas on my hands. Expect everything traditional. I'm gonna cook for you, wash your hands when you get back from work, feed you if you want to be fed. But if you expect me to do 50-50 with you, don't expect the traditional wife stuff from me. I can cook for you maybe because I like cooking. I love cooking. It's gonna be in the pot. If I'm not home, I'm trying to work my ass off. For the 50%, I'm trying to get to you, serve yourself, eat, and when I get back home, I have to sleep. Do not disturb. D&D. So yeah.
So can we say that if men are 100% providers, women should be 100% wives and mothers, and they should be doing so? Men can just like say, "Oh, we're going to provide the money. You be the wife, take care of the kids, do this. I'm not going to involve in helping you on your own role, on your own side."
That should also,
except really when needed.
Okay, yeah, that should also depend on the lady, because some women are not going to accept that. Some women will not. Some women like to be active. They like to be out there. They like to boost their knowledge. They like to boost, like, do something, have something going on for them. But I mean, some other ladies, it's not like they will be lazy, but some other ladies just like comfort. They like to just be calm. They like to be indoors, so they'll feel no worries doing that, like looking after the kids, cleaning the home, and till when needed, maybe if she needs the man's support with any chores ongoing at home, then she can get his support if he's willing to do that. But yeah, for the other ladies that do not support that, I think they'll not go down with that. No.
But looking at this economy, because the economy is really hard,
It is.
it's really expensive.
Oof.
And I know that 2 is better than 1.
Yes.
2 is better than 1.
Yes.
So, of course, we might say we want men to be 100% providers, but don't you think if the woman is doing something and she's chipping in something financially, it's for the betterment of the family?
That boils down to the same thing I was saying. Like, if you're already getting into a relationship, very serious relationship with someone, and you're trying to get married to this person, you should know you're spending the rest of your life with this person. So there should be something joint, like a joint account. So everybody chips in whatever you can chip in. Okay, maybe I have my jangi or my meeting. I don't know the English name going on. I know, okay, from this jangi, I'm trying to put in 5,000 I got from the jangi. My husband maybe has a jangi of 2K. He brings in his 2K. It's okay. I mean, we are helping ourselves to grow, each other to grow. Especially, I mean, if there is love and understanding. Already, relationships and marriages should have a lot of compromise from within. They should understand themselves. Like, okay, if you're falling short, I'm trying to lift you up. And if you are falling short, I'm trying to lift you up. Because if there is maybe some laughter or some abuse from outside, it's not going to be like, oh, see that man, he's this in his marriage, he's this in his marriage. People like, see them, look at them. they're not doing well,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's not going to be like just one-sided, because the lady, they'll be like, oh, what's the lady's role? Why is she not trying to support the man when he's down? Or vice versa, what's the man's role? Why is he not trying to? Oh, maybe she doesn't dress good. Oh, why does she dress like that? Does she not have a man who has money? So
Mm-hmm.
a lot of compromise.
And you think also that if a man is rich and his wife looks poor, it's a reflection of who he is. Because like if your kids look unkempt but you look
Good.
good, you look good,
Good.
does that have a meaning?
First should be nonchalance, apart from your pockets, because you cannot be trying to take care of yourself looking good. Your kids are a reflection of you. Your wife is a reflection of you. So if you're looking good out there and your wife looks crazy, crazy wigs, crazy hair, crazy shoes, your kids look very unkempt, dirty. Nah, it means you're selfish to begin with, because you're looking only after yourself. I mean, you are with this lady, you sleep with this lady, you have babies with this lady. Those are babies right there. Your babies, your DNA passing through. So if you're trying to ignore them, you're nonchalant and you're selfish. So a man's kids and wife should be a reflection of how the home looks like, of how he looks like. So if he dresses good, they need to dress good. They need to look good. Yeah, that's about
So let me take that 50-50 word out of the way.
Okay.
If we said 80-20, would that be better?
I think most women are going to go down for that. I am woman. I'm going to go down. I'm woman.
So we have 80 for the men
Yeah.
and 20 for the women.
Yes.
So I mean, I'm just saying
Is that for
because
the finances?
that's still for the finances.
Okay.
I'm saying because I mean, men are human beings, and there's this survey or statistics that says that men tend to early.
Yes.
They young.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of stress, there's a lot of suicide rate in the male side of things. And maybe it can be just, due to all of these responsibilities and all of these things. And maybe if we said, okay, men could be 80% providers, it might take away the financial burden from their shoulders.
Exactly.
And then you have the women who can come in to help 20%.
20%. I think most ladies are gonna go in for that, because you were like, okay, I'll not be doing, for me, I think if I'm in that situation, I will not be chipping much of my finances, but okay, maybe if my husband is not around, he's going for a work trip, the baby gets sick, I'm not gonna call you to say, oh, the child is sick, send money, I need to pay for gas to take the baby to the hospital. I'm doing that from my pocket. It's my baby too. I'm going to do it. So those are the kind of responsibilities that come a little bit with your 20%. Yeah. So it's about
if
that.
he's rich, does it even matter if he's emotionally available or not? Like, he's rich, he can provide, he can give you anything you want, he can take you anywhere you want, he can have many of you, he can give you everything in the world, but does it need to be emotionally available for you? Should it matter?
I think in some cases it should matter, but personally, I'm sorry, I do not care. I do not care. Fly me on that jet, put me on a yacht. Just go, let me be. I do not care. But some ladies really are really, really emotional. They need that presence. They need that. They need to feel the man around. They need that concern, that attention. So I'm not trying to speak just for myself. I don't want to be selfish here. I'm trying to speak for most ladies, because some ladies want that. They'll want the money, yes, but they want you to be around too. Yeah, although you are not there full time or maybe all the time, but even if you're away, try to maybe call, check up, text, just do something. So yeah, so he could be a provider, but still at least a little bit of action of maybe being attentive, you being a little bit present, even if you're not close. So that's gonna go a long way with most ladies. Yeah.
So you're okay being a second wife?
Yes. Yes. Perfectly okay. Because you know what? Most first wives are gonna give up the ghost. Like, okay, you brought this new woman. Don't talk to me. Keep me in my own area. Keep me in my own space. So then, as a second wife, I have the man all for myself. All for myself. So I have no problem being a second wife. And I know most times, especially when the marriages are new, he's going to have a lot of time for you. I mean, you're still a new thing, you know? So a lot of time for you, a lot of concern for you. Yeah. So, but that also comes with much more work and also patience, because you need to, I mean, you have to impress him. You have to cook, you have to clean, you have to do lots of stuff. Like, I'm sure that you're the second wife. I mean, because he got you because he wants the new spark or the kink. So you have to do all of that.
If we're expecting the men to be 100% providers, can he also ask you, what do you bring to the table?
As what? What?
It's like, what do you bring to the table? Because I am ready made. I already have money. I can provide for you. So what do you bring to the table?
My beautiful hosts, no man that is 100% provider will ask you that question. Trust me. He won't even have time to ask you that. He'll be trying to run his business, trying to run his money, his account somewhere. He will not have the time to come and ask you, what are you bringing to the table? I mean, especially when you're beautiful, you're well put together, you have your degrees, you're literate, and you give him beautiful babies. Do you think he's going to have time to ask you that? Nah.
But money can buy, you can have kids. You can have a surrogate.
I mean, like, money can buy that, but I mean, he's not going to even have time to ask you that. I think he's not going to have time.
Even money can buy kids, but cannot buy your home.
That's it. Most women, most women that are actually well groomed, well trained, they make houses a home. They put stuff together, make spaces look beautiful. Like, teach the kids basics, like basic education, basic everything, upbringing. And that's what most men do not have time to do with the kids, Yeah, so.
Are women being entitled, expecting for men to be providers, especially in relationships? I mean, would you say that she's entitled on somebody else's? At this point, we're not married. We don't have no kids.
Yeah.
Are you just being entitled?
Personally, I think if a lady wants you to be 100% provider, especially when it comes to the length of your relationship, you're entitled. Lady, you are entitled. Don't be entitled, because you cannot expect him, like, he's trying to know you, he's trying to learn so much about you. You two are trying to do that with him, and you want him to start, maybe like begin the relationship by taking care of you 100%. For me, that's a lot of entitlement for the beginning. But if it's the length of the relationship is like quite long, then that's not entitlement. Especially if the man knows that from basics, from within, he knows that he's supposed to do that, or maybe he's supposed to like carry you on, like make you feel comfortable, give you the space for peace, for calm, then that should not be an entitlement later. But at the beginning of the relationship, I think that's entitlement. Yeah.
If the man is providing 100% and the woman can be working, but the man is providing 100%, what is the woman doing her money?
Shopping. Yeah, most ladies turn to either go like shopping, buying new hair, or
Okay. So, Emily, in conclusion, I know we've had a lot of conversation, a lot of things that we've been discussing here, trying to talk about, our men in the diaspora, talking about us women and our expectations and stuff. So, but what do you think as a whole? What can you say in general? What do we women want from men, and what maybe men can do better for us?
So I think with the men in the diaspora, you should have, even if you're not trying to be a full like sole provider, at least you should have those instincts from within you, given from where we grew up, like from back home. Just try to lead a little bit by example. It's true that we are out here trying to hustle, trying to make ends meet for ourselves, but you should just try to show that interest, even if you're not going like a whole 100% in, but just try to meet halfway. I'm not talking about like fully 50-50, but just show that concern that, okay, even if you're not trying to be full or like to bring up this certain amount for this month or trying to be like 100% for this month, I got you. I can back up for you. And for the ladies too, try to calm down with the entitlement, try to calm down with it. I mean, he's there. If you're trying to see that he's putting in efforts to make stuff like better for you both, you should appreciate that as well. You should also like try to help, like be the backbone, try to support him so that he makes stuff also easier for you both. So that he also treasures the fact that, okay, this lady is here, she's considerate, she understands that I'm trying to make stuff better, I'm trying to make things better for both of us, so she supports me. That would make him, that'll be a boost for him to do more for you, you know. So yeah.
Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching another episode of Let's Chat About It. Are you a grown boy or an adult man? Tell us what you think in the comment section. Should our women be less entitled? Should our brothers not forget their cultures and be providers like we do back home? Don't forget to drop your comments. Thank you again. Your host, Clarice.